G'day guys, Single Issue Steve here again, and welcome to my next installment of 5 Minutes of Metal. Now, I know I've already done a gig review of these guys, but I'm going to talk to you about them again, and that is Germany's very own Blind Guardian. I love these guys. These guys are, this is my favourite sort of metal, in all honesty. I love this whole power, symphonic sort of metal. So we're going to talk a little bit about this sort of stuff over the next few episodes as well. So Blind Guardian were originally formed in 1984 as a band called Lucifer's Heritage. But they decided in 1988 with the release of Battalions of Fear, their first sort of full-length album, to change their name to Blind Guardian. Now, they are acknowledged, along with Halloween, as being probably the founders of, and pioneers of the whole power metal movement. So if you haven't checked out Halloween, you should check them out as well, and I'll probably do a video on them because I've got a lot of their stuff that I really enjoy too. So they have released 12 studio albums over the last, oh God, what are we, 84, 94, 2004, 2014, 24, over the last 40 odd years, whatever it might be. Sorry, my maths isn't the greatest at times, but I'm going to talk to you about one of my favorite albums. This is released in 1988 and it's called Nightfall in Middle-earth. If you're a bit of a Tolkien nut and you do like your Lord of the Rings stuff, this is based on the Silmarillion. So for those of you who haven't read that book, worth picking up and having a look at. It's a tricky read. I'll be honest, I struggled with it. I've had to read it and go back and read and go back and read little sections again to try and get it, but it's a really good story. Great album, so many really good tracks on this, and it tells the full journey and the full story of the Silmarillion as well. Probably my favorite track on this album is a song called Thorn. Thorn is just absolutely awesome. It's got a really great chorus. It's a really rousing kind of chorus as well, and it shows Hansy's vocal range, so he can sing the gruffier sort of stuff, but also the higher stuff as well. He's got amazing range. So love this album. Blood Tears is a very good song off this one as well, and Mirror Mirror, which is a song that they do pretty much at every single gig that they do, is also on this album as well, and it's well worth checking out. Now, there's a couple of other albums I would recommend you to check out if you haven't checked out Blind Guardian before. Think of 2006 is an album called A Twist in the Myth, which is really, really good. I also like 2022's The God Machine, which is their latest one, and that's the one that I went and saw them perform on tour. Really, really good song. Blood of the Elves is awesome on that. Check that one out. So also too, 2010's At the Edge of Time as well. They're probably including this one, my 4 favourite Blind Guardian albums. So really, really good to check out. As I mentioned, they are one of the founders of the power metal movement alongside Halloween, although they were heavily influenced by Halloween as well early on, as well as bands like Iron Maiden. So now, for those of you who haven't watched my previous video talking about my gig review, if you jump on YouTube, go and check out some of their live stuff when they perform at Wacken. We're talking tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people all singing a great song called The Bard Song, which is one of their ballads. It's probably, if not one of them, maybe their best known song out of all the songs that they have. And it's just an acoustic number, but the whole crowd just sings along to it. And you'll see Hansy will just jump in every now and again and sing a little bit of it, but the crowd just sings it, and it's just awesome. It is well worth checking out. So Blind Guardian, check them out. If you haven't checked them out already, I've said a lot of things about checking out tonight, but seriously, go and have a look at them. If you like power metal, if you like bands like your Halloween and all that sort of stuff, they're definitely going to really appeal to you. I'd be surprised if you haven't heard about them if you're a bit of a metalhead, because they have been around for a very long time. So Halloween, God, get it right, Robert. Halloween, Blind Guardian. I'll talk about Halloween in another video. So again, this album is called Nightfall in Middle-earth. Tells the full story of the Silmarillion. I can't even English tonight. I apologize. It's been a long weekend. Go and have a look. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you for the next edition of 5 Minutes of Metal. Rock on, brothers and sisters. Stay safe.